All right, well, you can't wear your gi in the octagon, but I'm not sure it matters too much for this decorated Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. I mean, that'd be the last guy I would want to fight. He is limb collecting.
Yeah, he's absolutely the best one. I mean, from the moment you hit the mat, he's trying to submit you. He wants your arm, he'll take your neck, he'll take your legs. There's just no safety when you're grappling with this guy. You gotta be very aware when you engage him on his terms, because he's as good as they come on the mat.
And certainly he has made strides when it comes to his striking, but he has made no bones about it. He wants a floor fight tonight and believes he'll be able to pursue it. We'll see. So here's the undisputed UFC lightweight champion and one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Islam Makhachev. He trained alongside this man for years. He has every skill in the book, and the X factor tonight is that his movement.
Yeah, that's one of his brothers, is what they call him. Islam Makhachev, though, is the guy that really does strike fear in so many lightweights' minds. He's a guy that possesses wrestling ability. He's a guy that possesses striking ability. The grappling is second to none. And just his size and physicality is so difficult to deal with. He is a tremendous fighter, and he will be pushed even more forward with the presence of his good friend, Hasbulla.
You do wonder, though, if the opposing corner is a little bit intimidated given Hasbulla's presence in the Makhachev corner. Islam Makhachev steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Renato Moicano. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Islam Makhachev.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo World Champion and UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. What will he do in this fight? Well, oftentimes he does whatever he wants to do. Certainly he can impose his will on the ground, where his game is just so nuanced when it comes to the throws and the trips and the manipulation of joints and everything else. But on the feet, in a kickboxing setting, this man has proven elite as well. A true 5-tool player who many believe by year's end could just be the king of the lightweight division. Nice execution on the teeth. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Well, he's got his back now. Well, very efficient and effective with the ground and pound strikes here. High-level work by Islam Makhachev.
There it is, now he's on the mount.
Nicely done. And very effective with the ground and pound.
He's got to be careful here.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to to avoid some of that power coming back. Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Islam Makhachev.
Using a lot of good movement.
He is really doing a nice job with his head movement here defensively on the ground to avoid further punishment.
He isn't waiting until his opponent throws. He's being proactive. And when his opponent throws, he's already moving, so he's missing it.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles. And there you go, again, half guard.
Just over 2 minutes now to go. Lands with the ground and pound here.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
I want to see that space. Grab your guard back. Let's go.
Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Islam Makhachev.
He's got to start throwing down.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Makhachev's in half guard. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility, rubber guard now.
I mean, it's unbelievable to watch these guys who are able to bring the legs all the way up around the shoulders and just control you. Because to me personally, and I'm no jiu-jitsu expert, to me personally, it feels like this is a position to really just slow everything down. Are there submissions? Yes. But the ideal thing in this position is to slow you down from damaging and really just make you feel more in danger than you really are.
Makhachev's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied. Takes his back now. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round.
All right, push, push, push. We got 30 seconds left.
Oh, right into mount. In the half guard.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. Round two straight ahead.
All right, take a seat, bud. Good round. I need more of that this round, okay? I want you to be a little more active with your punches on the ground. Let's not let the ref stand this up.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Ready. Ready.
Round two here. Oh, big left hook there. Makhachev gets hit with another flush left to the head. Legendary chin, but it has been tested tonight.
You know what's crazy? It was like in MMA back in the day, guys getting jabbed.
Islam Makhachev gets the double leg takedown. Nothing telegraphed about that shot. Well done. Ground and pound. The hammer, Mark Coleman will be proud.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Working out of the half guard here. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Makhachev's back in half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
him out.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Islam Makhachev. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Nice positional control here.
Let's go, keep going.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in the round.
Great shot from the top position. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
And it looks as though he'll let his opponent stand up here. Yes, he will. All right, so not exactly the approach we thought we would see out of this BJJ player. His ground game, you can argue, as good as anyone's in this division, yet he hasn't attempted a single takedown.
Has not even attempted a takedown. I would never have expected this, John. I don't understand what is going on in this fighter's head. He needs to get the fight in his wheelhouse, and that is on the ground in the grappling. I don't know, man. Pride is a weird thing, and it seems as though he's fighting with pride tonight.
Makhachev gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to show up the defense here, though.
He's sticking it over and over again. He's got his head popping back.
Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body. Oh, that shot cut him.
Yeah, it did. You know, you don't expect it. Sometimes the cuts happen when you least expect it. Right now, that's exactly what happened. Nice.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Oh, Kimura attack. Yup.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
All right, feet on the hips here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. And the horn sounds on round two.
Take a seat. Breathe. Deep breath for me. Breathe. In through that nose, out through that mouth. All right? You good? Great round. All your takedowns.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight.
Heavy kick downstairs.
Perfect execution as he gets the single leg takedown. Pretty accurate there from bottom position. Islam Makhachev going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective.
Great ground and pound by this man.
And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground.
Beautiful transition.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. Are working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Making all these shots count. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back to position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Islam Makhachev.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, well placed with the hammer fist there by Islam Makhachev.
Big ground and pound. Great job finding his shots from the top position. Another strike gets through from the top position. And there you go, again, half guard.
Trying to set up a submission now. Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position. Oh, into the mount. This is a terrible position.
Under 2 minutes to go. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think of going lower and come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great work.
Final 30 seconds of this third round.
Let's go.
20 seconds to go. Makhachev's in half guard.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Moicano. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
You okay? All right,
Heading back to the corner now after that round. Makhachev's bleeding from the forehead here a bit. Hopefully they can get that under control so it doesn't trickle down into his eyes in the next round. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem. like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Swing and a miss by Moicano. Well, he misses with the left punch there. Moicano's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Oh, late defense on the takedown and scrambles to his feet. Nicely done. And now some separation.
Nice takedown attempt here.
Oh, the master of the transition. Nice scramble. Just out of range with that right hand. Front kick by Moicano. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Now they separate. Oh, nice takedown defense.
So, DC, I'm not sure if fear of fatigue is a factor, but given his body of work in the UFC, you got to be surprised that he hasn't attempted. All right, so a high-amplitude double-leg takedown there. Moicano's trying to get a triangle here. Looks like a pretty good attempt here. You gotta be kidding me, he's out.
Nice defense. Gotta be careful here.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Moicano.
Oh.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's gonna have some work to do if we get to the street. Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep. Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
Well, on paper, it looked like a grappling advantage for him coming in, and largely, DC, that's the way it's played out. The takedowns, the ground control, he's got it all going tonight.
He's got it all going, J.A. This is a dream for him. The takedown early, the ground control, really starting to wear at the gas tank of his opponent.
Makhachev's back in full mount.
Oh, he got to the spot. That was a slick transition. He should be trying to get back to his feet. Great job landing from the top position.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not.
Oh, submission attempt here.
He's fighting, he wants this badly. What a tight arm bar.
Oh, he got out.
You need to work on standing up.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Islam Makhachev. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Oh, staying busy, fighting off of his back, and he lands. Moicano's eye is closing up. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking. that pass by the bottom fighter.
Oh, he reversed position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position. Final seconds here.
Hard scramble,
Moicano's back in half guard. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cut man will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. Oh, great block there. Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Islam Makhachev. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. And the front kick is there. Nice job by Moicano. Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts.
Moicano's back into full guard.
Oh, slick reversal right there.
Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Makhachev's in half guard. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Oh, nice hammer fist there by Islam Makhachev.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, so you can see some swelling on the facial region now as his opponent lands yet another strike, and that one was clean.
I mean, this guy is so clean with his strike. He knows exactly what he wants to accomplish, and he does a great job of doing just that.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Moicano. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
Don't give him anything. Keep that guard up.
These ground strikes are starting to add up.
In the half guard. Yeah, he's trying to get to the darts here.
That Darce choke is tight.
This has got to be the end of the fight.
Let's work. Come on, let's stand up. Let's work.
Ooh, he got out.
He cleared his leg, got back to his back, and created some space between him and his opponent to stay out of that Darce choke.
Man, look at the redness starting to appear on the left side of his body. His opponent would be wise to continue to attack there. Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Less than a minute to go to decide this one. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
Right.
All right, so we'll see if he goes for another takedown here, and it's the way he's approaching the setup, too, that I think you've liked so far.
I love it, man. I love how he's throwing the left hook and almost pulling it.
With a huge knockout tonight.
Man.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 17 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Renato Moicano!
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion than he ever could have imagined.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this shit competitively, inevitably.